go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit you throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit you sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man, Lord.
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season. And now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past. And tonight, we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. As it'll be the AFC champion Tennessee Titans taking on the NFC champions, the Washington Redskins. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thrilled to be with you guys. And, boy, you think that they're having fun on Broadway in downtown Nashville right about now? Yeah, just a touch. I mean, what a year the Titans have put together as they search for their first title in franchise history.
And remember, they've only been to the Super Bowl one time before, but now that they're back, I think they can set aside the agony of that appearance. That was back in 2000. They played the Rams. Remember Kevin Dyson catching the pass late in the game, stretching for the goal line and not quite getting there? And that was also the same year of the Music City Miracle. Yeah. When they got to the, won in the playoffs against Buffalo, got to the Super Bowl, but now they're back. Set it all to the side. Set it all in the past. Here come the Titans trying to win it all.
Meanwhile, the Redskins, this is a team, to be frank, nobody thought would be here at the start of the year. Even the most diehard of Redskin fans would probably tell you that. But here they are, Charles, looking for what would be the franchise's fourth title in this, their sixth appearance.
And we go back to 1992, the last time that this team won a Super Bowl, and that was Super Bowl 26. That's more than a quarter century ago. They also won Super Bowl 17. Joe Theismann was the quarterback then. John Riggins running the football. The Diesel. But Super Bowl 22 is the one we'll always remember. Doug Williams, the first black starting quarterback in a Super Bowl, also the MVP as they blew away the Denver Broncos. Can they recreate history and raise another Super Bowl trophy? We're about to find out.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. From the gun, Mariota. He's got a man, complete. That's good for 28 yards. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Redskins' 1-yard line.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. This is Grant. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Dime look defensively here for the Titans on 3rd. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15.
Right 50 outside. 56. All day, baby. All day. 56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike 56. 3. 56. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. One. Echo. Check 50. Check 50. Watch safety green.
On 2nd down, Mariota again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Switch it.
On 3rd down, Mariota. They'll roll him out right to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
And an alley to run. And now nothing but green ahead of him. A catch. Touchdown, Washington. Corey Grant, 67 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be taken in at the 1.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one, too.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Mariota gives to Henry. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. The tackle there by Fabian Moreau.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
I'm not sure you can be more efficient on offense than to have 3 downs and have them all turn into first downs. And defensively, you got to figure out how to slow them down. Some guys might bring more pressure. Some guys might be a little more exotic. And as a last resort, you might even call timeout and try and regroup.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
6 guys, check 6 guys. Switch.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
80 weapon. 50. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. One. Watch out.
Now Mariota uncorks one for Davis. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Wait.
They'll run on 1st down. Grant. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 1-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check.
Here's Grant. And an alley to run. There he goes left side. He's at the 50. The 30, past the 20, touchdown, Washington. Corey Grant, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Redskins have taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Watch the screen. Pass. Whip. Watch the whip. Watch the shit. Watch the move, fellas. Let's go. Switch.
Mariota on first down. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Slam. Three. Exit. I got it.
Mariota now from the 50. Flushed out right. He's going deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. What? Shit, Charlie, shit.
From the red zone now, Mariota. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead is up to 5. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They'll get this out wide. It's Nelson with it. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big pickup of 38.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They will run with Grant. Bust through the tackle. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Haskins. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Harold Landry. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
3rd and long.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Haskins, 3rd and long. Jordan Reed has it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 12-yard line.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 9-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. On 3rd down, it's Grant. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clean. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Clinton Dunbar with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. 2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Check 55, Mike.
On 2nd down now. It's Grant. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
It's going to be a long day on this. It's going to be a long day.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Hopkins' kick is good. And with that, they'll take a 1-point lead here in the second. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. He's crossing. He's checking crap. Hatchet. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Hey, check 24, check 24. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Kill.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw Mariota. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Check 3, check 3. You got tight. You got tight. You got 22, check, Palmer. Check 22, check, Palmer. Hudson.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Now he's forced. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And that might be Titan football. It is.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike 50, Mike 50. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Now Mariota. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This is taken at the 10. A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. From the 30 on second down, Haskins. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Washington. J.J. Nelson. 70 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Hopkins with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go. Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Almost like, it's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan. From the 41, Mariota eluding the pressure right.
Mariota on the keeper. Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up third down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Flushed out right. That was going to... And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. And now here is another interception. picked off by Fabian Moreau. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them. Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go. Hey, hold on. 54. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Spine. No. Check out free.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there, almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Lets it go for Nelson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Following the interception here, Mariota. It's caught by Davis. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Rumbling past the 30. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Check. Kill. Alert flare. Check 52. One.
Throwing is Mariota. Uncorks one for Davis. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mariota to throw it. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Mariota now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Mariota hands to Henry. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Here's Mariota. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, it's Grant. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Looking to throw, Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Now a give, right side. Grant. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. first down throw for Mariota. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Kill. Turn up. Check.
From the gun, Mariota escaping the pressure right. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing, Mariota. And he will find Davis. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down, Mariota. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, 26 yards. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Colby Listenby, 62 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Hunt going to run for it. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10 Working out of the gun, Mariota eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Lewis here on first down. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota completes it to Davis. 23 yards the pickup there. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Flushed out right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Take four.
A second down throw here for Mariota. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all. And it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They got to make some moves.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11.
And he clocks it with just 10 seconds left. The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. To throw is Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
One last shot now for Mariota. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. 37. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And the kings of the Super Bowl are the Washington Redskins. They win it, and they will get the Lombardi Trophy. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists a Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.